Testing. Lucrative forever will be with you shortly. I'm glad to see all those who have decided to tune in this fine evening, early afternoon, or late afternoon actually. And we'll be with you soon. We're going to get into some hot topics. They've been talking about how the Xbox has been overheating, man. How y'all feeling about that? What else is going on? There's some other gaming topics we're going to get into. Consoles have been getting compared to some things. And what else? There's quite a few more things. We're still getting ready back here, so we'll be right with you, though. Appreciate y'all. Checking. This is so loud right there. Let me turn down this music a little bit. We got to actually do some little technical work, and I'm gonna allow y'all to be part of. Y'all might like it, y'all might not. I don't really care, but it's okay. For those of y'all watching, I appreciate y'all sticking in. You about to get some real live tech work. Watch what I do right here. What's going on, y'all? Got the gameplay in the background. I want to get my the other camera up. So let me do that. The browser cam. Sounds good. We're not getting shut out, so videos are going straight up. IB Naker's in the back. You see him? You see the Naker guy? Huh? It sounds loud, but it doesn't sound loud on here though. It's not accurate. I guess not really. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go in here. And we live. You see that, y'all? It's pretty freaking fantastic. Using my phone, man. That shit is dope. Ignore those of y'all trying to steal IP address. You might have to get that up out of here. But it just shows the IP address for the phone. Somebody might try to hack my phone, you know. Nah, I don't think it won't be that big of a deal. Let's see. Are we all good on here? We want to bring this up. Oh, it says the thing is right here, so that'll work. We about to switch seats in this motherfucker. Whenever. Oh, you ready? I'm ready. Actually, go ahead and turn that.
But I can still hear. Y'all gotta pardon me. I got a badass headache. We still here though.
This episode tonight. Let me know how I look once I get in the camera. Am I still muted? You gonna mute my mic? Yo. I feel like I sound kind of loud.
Yeah, you probably sound good.
You think so?
Probably.
All right.
Well, I can't. I fucking hear it.
Oh, you good. So what's going on, y'all, man? It is the Lucrative Podcast, man. God damn.
We
here. We're with formerly known Akuma. He is now IB Naker God. And we're gonna get into a little bit about that. While the little flip we did was with a white lady who thought she can just be country and racist. So we'll talk about that. IB Naker God, he's gonna get into that. Other than that, man, we got some good topics, man. We got some good stuff for y'all. Again, we coming live, raw and uncut with just our opinion and our take on all things gaming, lifestyle, tech, just the typical things. Well, I say typical, but things that interested us that I feel like other people would pay attention to and would enjoy listening to from our perspective. Again, we might not have the best energy, but hopefully, we'll be able to power through it. Again, it's all about consistency and being at it, staying at it, and hopefully y'all enjoy it, man. I appreciate y'all, and so.
I would be more energetic if I didn't have this badass headache.
It's all good, man.
We still got some shit to cover.
We'll power through it, and then we'll get you taking a nap.
I took some meds. I'm hoping that shit kick in.
So yeah, hopefully it do.
So what I saw the first thing, they're comparing the Xbox One X.
Do you want to jump straight?
X.
Do you want to jump straight into that, or do you want to let's talk about the whole Naker thing? Because we named this episode Nakerville.
I'm gonna fucking have a bad ass headache.
we call this shit Nakerville, man. And Nakerville, USA.
Yeah, welcome to
Nakerville,
USA. You feel me? This is just basically the street. You feel me? This is where all the Nakers live. You know what I'm saying?
This is what the Nakers are.
And you know you a Naker. Hey, the song coming soon. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to have something to relate to.
But hey, well, okay. So let's ask this question. Let's be upfront.
Everybody's a Naker in their own way.
Where did the Naker come from, man?
Said that shit on that other episode.
We did.
Them niggas better go back and listen to that shit.
That's a fact. Short breakdown for those who haven't been listening, man. Look, white lady called my man a Naker. I don't know. She was trying to be ignorant and
that's exactly what she was trying
just
to
be country or whatever the case might be. But being country as fuck, trying to call my boy a nigga, whatever the case might be. And she said Naker, and he was like, "What?" And after that, he came to me. He came to me one day and was like, "Yo, this white lady, man, she's country ass white lady. I think she was trying to call me a nigga, but she called me a Naker." And I was like, "Really?" It was like, "Yeah, man, I think I'm gonna just run with that shit. See, take it somewhere." I was like, I don't see why not. I mean, we're also trying to come away from saying nigga all the time, just because. I mean, we don't have to do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like
we can do it in a funny way. Why not?
Yeah, if we can switch it up on y'all. You know what I'm saying? We will. So that's pretty much what that is, and that's just taking advantage of a negative situation and making it a positive. And y'all gonna fuck with it, right? So you ain't got no choice because we're being authentic. You know what I'm saying? We're being true to who we are. Welcome to Nakerland. I guess a Naker.
Exactly.
I guess a Naker's who's ever striving to be great.
Drugs, you go to Nakerville, USA. You know what I'm saying? When you say you got a bad bitch, she came out of Nakerville, USA. When you say you hit a lick, you hit that lick in Nakerville, USA.
That's low key America right now, right?
Nakerville.
We all some Nakers.
Basically, we all living in a.
It ain't nothing negative, man.
I see more. Well, that's because I see more like real like type of crime. Like I done seen some of that shit in like some of the most uppitiest places. Oh yeah, they doing real crime. Crime don't. They licks be like 30,000 because they ain't going towards somebody's grandma. It's easy 30, but still though, you know what I mean. So they be playing with a lot. They play with I don't know. That's why I'm like shit. Nakerville. That's where we at. You feel me? Because over here,
everybody's a naked.
It don't matter what.
If we can't all be American, we definitely all gonna be Nakers. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like one thing you can't say is
we not Nakers.
Yeah.
No, hell yeah. So we about to bust y'all upside the head with that shit because this is gonna be constant Nakers.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get out of saying nigga.
About to hit that Ashanti.
But I'm not. I'm going to say it. I know I'm not gonna get the word nigga completely out, which I'm not trying to. But I'm trying to take it out of so many times I say it.
Nah, that's like a fact. Especially on here.
I probably got to be mad.
Especially on here, if they're trying to monetize and be a whatever case and take
you know
away.
What I mean, I don't want to be saying
I want to be able to still kind of say it, but not say it.
Yeah, right. And they can't help but to let it ride. And then it'll start some shit the minute they try to take some shit.
I mean, we already see there was a female that she was showing me that was already trying to run with the same thing.
Yeah, on my Facebook.
And we can't. We was already saying it. Like that's exactly how the situation happened, and we've been saying it since, just being funny. And he told me one day that there was this chick saying something about these Nakers out here, so whatever the case might be. He was like, "Yo, she trying to take my shit."
Fucking Nakers.
Oh shit! See,
when we walked out the store, that's what she said.
Yeah.
And honestly, now I do remember where I was at.
Oh, for real?
Yes, I was down there. I was off of Chicago.
Oh, for real?
Yep, off of Bellevue.
Oh shit!
That Thon right there. I used to walk up there.
Okay, yeah, there's some country folks that come through there.
Yeah. And you know how them doors is, so it's like the counter right there.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
So I heard the bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking Naker. What the fuck she say? I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna run with it.
And I thought about it. I was like, what the fuck is a Naker?
I guess I'm gonna make my own definition.
I'm a Naker. Say less. They called us niggas. We made it cool. You call me a Naker. I'm just gonna make it funny. Make it cool.
Thanks. And that's how
like
you
I
do
said,
it.
you give a slop, we make it cornbread. I mean, we make dressing.
That's a fact.
So, yeah.
Take advantage of bad situations. Other than that, man, fucking that's a little bit about that.
Came from.
Other than that, man, how your week been, man? You been into? You been gaming?
My week been fucked up. You already know, man. I've been dealing with headaches. I got in a bad accident. You feel me? So that's why I really just wanted to just talk about that shit. Cause personally, I'm fucked up. You already know I'm dealing with back pain, neck pain, headaches every day. But I ain't about to get on here and complain. Yeah, you know what I mean. So. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. You want to know?
No, that's. I mean, that's real. Like, that's real.
It's just a lot. So
I know. Hey, I know it hits you upside the head. I mean, usually you be fighting through it and shit. I mean, here recently it's been a big thing, man. But you know, usually any time we be doing this, we kind of got started late today. So I know he was super straight earlier, but we've doing shit and figuring stuff out. But is what it is. But yeah, we'll definitely get into topics. I guess real quick, I just been playing. I've been playing Doom, man. Doom Eternal, shit's off the chain. I guess next week I'll get y'all some gameplay of that. First Doom that I've played since way back then. I know I said a little bit about that in the last podcast too. Mm-hmm. Y'all go check that out. It's on the YouTube. On the Naker James's YouTube.
That sounds funny every time you say.
And I think what we're going to start doing is we're going to start rotating channels. I think we might start doing. Where 1 week you do it on yours, and next week you do it on mine, or we can just do it all in one. Because either way, I'm gonna end up uploading it. I'm uploading it. Yeah, and
I do it. You know, ain't no
one time I upload it, next time, or just whatever the case. I can download it and upload it. Either way, I want to start adding the double content to both our channels so that it's there, no matter who goes to whichever one. I feel like that would just be a more unique, a better technique to really get it out there and build our channels up and shit. Content wise, but other than that, man, just been thinking of a master plan, work, you know how that is. But other than that, kids, everything else is going good, man. The whole virtual school shit is still frustrating because they ain't got none of that shit together for real. No plans.
Unorganized as shit.
Yeah, unorganized as fuck. Teachers go on vacation and then don't leave good instructions and videos crash and. That's just bullshit.
Just doing it is to get their check.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Times is hard, COVID is, but it is what it is. Anyway, I don't want to bring y'all down with all that bullshit, but it is what it is. None of the negative. We just keeping it real, man. Again, this is live, raw, and uncut. We're giving all opinions, thoughts, and just telling y'all about ourselves. We just coming at y'all how we coming at y'all, man. So anyway, if y'all checking it out, just like, subscribe, and follow, man. Stay tuned. Anyway, but yeah. One of the first things that I really wanted to get into was I was seeing a lot of comparisons, man. Apparently, it came out that the PS5 was compared to a 2060 Super, and then I know the Xbox has been being compared to the 2080 Super. And it's been like that. They've been giving those comparisons for a while now, but I believe it was Digital Foundry that came out.
That's the AMD graphics card.
No. This is the RTX 2080s and 2060s.
I'm talking about in the Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's AMD technology.
So they're saying the AMD is running with a.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
NVIDIA.
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's the comparable performance when they were comparing. Like, not saying that it's like apples to apples or whatever the case might be, but if the closest reference that they could give you for is like if you wanted to compare it to a PC, like a lot of people try to do, would be those graphics cards. And honestly, I think that's a great thing. I mean, if we really want to look at the overall situation, I mean, the PS5 really looks underpowered, and that's why I think a lot of people get salty because it's like.
Because what?
Because we have a lot of there's a lot of Sony hype beasts out there that don't realize that there's stats like this, and this is for hype beast wise, that there's stats like this, and that's what it's being compared to, and they'll say, oh well, let's just wait until it comes out. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, I mean, we can wait till it comes out, but if a reputable source is telling you, hey, this is what it's being compared to, I don't ever want to set you up to say to think one thing over another thing, you know what I mean? To the point where I don't want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you to expect more when there's less. You know what I mean? I think that'd be fucked up to the consumer, especially from my point of view, and that's why I felt like this would be a topic to talk about, because it's important, man. Again, because we always preach about value. This is what Xbox is doing. This is what Xbox has been doing. They've been bringing that value nonstop, and
getting better over time.
And then when you argue, when I see people on the Twitters and YouTubes and Facebooks and everything else like that, and they keep saying that Xbox has no game, it's underpowered system and all that and shit like that, and then you have a reputable source come out and say, yo, this is what it's being compared to, and people still throwing around whatever narrative that they want to throw around. It's wild to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just for some bullshit.
So I kind of wanted to get your opinion, because I know you really don't be on the social sites like that and everything, and that's fine.
I'm getting there.
But how do you feel about when these consoles are compared to like graphics cards and stuff like that?
It's a good. I feel like
the webcam fucking.
Well, you froze. Okay. But as far as like, that's my thing. I don't mind the move. It's just don't call that, to me, it's not next gen. Nothing's next gen to me.
Right.
This is what it's supposed to be, if you ask me. Right. So you gas people. The fact that they are gassing us up or gassing other people up with that term right there kills me, because when you go look at the details, since when has you can just just make an assumption or a quick opinion off of just what, if you know anything about graphics cards, when has AMD graphics cards ever really fucked with NVIDIA graphics cards?
No, that's a fact.
That being said,
it's been a while, and it's
they are just like getting to the point where they can compete. They always been second fiddle.
Facts.
And that's just what it is. So you can't tell me, you know what I'm saying, like some second fiddle graphics card is next gen.
Right.
So that's what, and I'm a Microsoft nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I call that's bullshit. That's not next gen. You're using an AMD graphics card. Nothing wrong with it, but that's why they was able to get it to that price point. Was good. That's why I said I don't mind that move. I don't mind them using it, but don't gas people up, if you know what I mean.
Facts.
Because then you're gonna have the PlayStation motherfuckers quick to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just always some shit, and I'd rather for them just to stick with the. It's not stick with it, because they gonna keep preaching next gen, but I'd rather them just stick to what they doing now and don't try to gas up nothing else, which it don't seem like they've been trying to gas.
Right.
They haven't been gassing us up with nothing else besides that term. Other than that, they haven't been bullshitting us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But if you look on the other side of that railroad track, you've been getting bullshitted for the longest. You just got your box broke down. That shit look like a fucking car transmission got broke down. There's a lot of parts.
Nah, it is
2020. Why we need so many parts?
That's a fact.
You know why we need so many parts, my G?
Nah, that's
that shit
a fact.
look like a man. Listen,
just
leave more room for shit to get broke.
And what's crazy about that is a lot of people were complaining that, or were saying that, how can you say that this breakdown so that what Sony is displaying is not intuitive or wasn't
innovative
or whatever the
nothing.
case. If Xbox just put a bunch of pieces together in a small box, and what's innovative about that? There's nothing innovative about that. It's just you put a bunch of pieces in a box like they're Legos or some shit and
get them
expect for it to work.
Yeah.
Like, how is that innovative?
That's not how this shit work. And then you throw a whole bunch of accessory parts on the outside of it and all that black shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit look extra plastic.
Yeah.
That shit big
on
as
the PS5,
hell.
yeah.
You see how big it look?
Mm-hmm. That shit's big as fuck. Now the PS5 is about as big as this. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's ridiculous.
The PS5 is as big as this PC.
I don't know what nigga want to. Who the fuck gonna want to put that big ass motherfucker?
Shit frozen.
That's what all the niggas in the hood gonna complain about too. Everybody gonna complain, man. That bit big.
That's a fact.
They gonna have to drop a slim, and then you know what I'm saying.
And you know that's a good point. Let's get into that.
And then that.
Do you really think they're gonna drop a slim?
Yes, that shit big as fuck, bro.
If we go back,
I'm gonna be 100. I guarantee probably if Microsoft don't do it, kudos. Because we seen Apple do it with the iMac, not have to change the design, and it can go generations. You know what I mean?
Right.
If they can do that with the Series X, by all means. But do I think they are? No. Why? Yeah. Because they want to show they're innovative. They're changing. Their parts might be getting smaller. They can use a smaller case. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean? Like, I can see that happening, but PlayStation going to do it, but it's not going to be for performance base.
No, I don't think so.
If they was to go smaller, because they're able to, they're just going to figure, they're going to just jam pack some shit in. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I can't lie. I like how they did the PS3 Slim.
The PS3 Slim that was clean. That's probably the best they did.
Which I don't understand why they didn't go back to that concept, if you ask me, because it was just simple, straight to the point. It didn't have all the aesthetics, and it wasn't all extra fat and shit.
Facts.
So, but now here they go again with this same bullshit. We're gonna drop the fat version and then drop a slim version to just get everybody hyped up.
I mean, and
you're gonna buy both, or you're gonna buy one or the other. You know what I mean? If you somebody that love PlayStation. So that shit, I don't know.
Nah, that's definitely a fact. Sorry, y'all. I gotta keep refreshing the webcam, the camera. It's the first time using it, so apparently when my display turns off,
I want to see what the Xbox One X graphics gonna look like. Which I know they're gonna live up the par.
One X or Series X?
I mean, Series X. I know they up the par. I want to see it firsthand myself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, when I get it, so that way I can just really compare it to a 2080 Super or a 2070 Super.
Or a 2070 Super, because I know we're going to soon upgrade to the 3080s, 3090s.
Yeah, I want to really compare it, though, and just see. And I'm doing a comparison just to see where AMD is coming with their graphics cards, because, you know what I mean, this is what they're putting out for them. But when they drop their lineup.
Big Navi.
Yeah. So if this can if they got Xboxes hitting on that level,
it shows
damn near confirms to me that your next move is actually
might be very competitive.
It's competitive, but you ain't winning.
Yeah,
but you there.
It's not top notch. It's not what
you're not second fiddle no more. Now you
you're a solid option.
Yeah, you a solid option now, and that's what I'm want to do it for.
Yeah,
because Nvidia and that shit gets into a whole different thing, which ultimately makes PCs too expensive to buy, which is why I have a whole problem with NVIDIA. You know what I mean? Which is why I like AMD.
Because if you want the quality, you got to pay for it. And tax.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? $1,200 back then for a graphics card, that's OP.
Yeah, that's way.
You know what I mean? Can't nobody... A kid can't strive to build a decent computer like that.
Exactly.
Nah, you know what I mean? So that's why I like AMD, because AMD, they care about the best bang for buck.
It seems like they try to be innovative too.
And they always try
to do something different.
They pushing, and you can tell they pushing their technology. They pushing their shit to the limit. You can just see it. You know what I mean? I don't see that shit for real. With PlayStation. I don't see them, and that's why, and it's just obvious because the money is not there for them to do it. They might have people there to do that.
I mean, but people say that the way that they made the system, it's set up to where you can tell that they learned that they don't want the system to overheat. That's why it's so big, or whatever the case might be. And it's just like, in the way, because if you saw the insides of it, where they compared the heat sink to vapor chambers, where it gets basically said it can put out the same kind of cooling, you know what I mean? And basically what's it saying is the setup that they have for that, because it's all copper, whatever. The vapor chambers is just, it's set up differently, and apparently vapor chambers can be 30% more efficient with how they're set up. And that, because that's how the Xbox is set up. But people were saying that, that's why it was so big, because they wanted to make sure that there wasn't any heat problems. You know what I mean? Like,
but were they having heat problems in the PS4 Pro?
No, but I mean, not necessarily. I mean, yeah, because
I like that,
because it ramped up, because those fans, a lot of people would complain about is my system sound like it's a rocket ship about to take off. It's a jet engine, just revving the fuck up. I mean, to me, that's not nothing new to me, because I know what that means. It's the system.
You about to have headphones on and all that other shit. Come on.
For PCs, it's a little different, because I purposely put my fans on 100% because I like to keep my graphics card cool, and I like to keep the airflow in my system a certain way. Right. The push-pull, because the push-pull system I have in there. Right. But in consoles, a lot of times where their fans get ramped up is if the console's working really hard. And a lot of people complain about that. Oh, it sounds like a jet engine every time I try to play, games, whatever the case might be. The setup that they have for that, because it's all copper, whatever. And that, because that's how the Xbox is set up. And people complain about that. Oh, it sounds like a jet engine every time I try to play games, whatever the case might be. See, And so I feel like that's something that Sony was trying to avoid this time, or try to at least eliminate as best as they can. Yeah. But it also seems like they use the same kind of fans that they already used before.
Thank you.
So I think that
was what I was about to get at. What is different?
But again,
because you could use the old shit.
That's why I kind of want to come back to. That's why I do feel like they are going to come out with a PS5 Slim just because of that. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah,
they're going to have to.
Yeah.
You're going to want to put out a better, a more convenient, smaller system, more compact, to attract more customers. It might not be this year, but I think 2022.
It's coming in a year.
I think 2022, like
I think next year
Christmas.
I think next year Christmas you can get a Slim.
Next year Christmas.
Yeah, you can get you a Slim.
That's mad early.
They don't give a fuck. They move fast. You know how these companies move.
They be taking some heavy losses. They did that right back to back, changing it to another.
I don't know if it all depends on how it sells. If they already sold out, right? Or they
might double down. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I don't know. At the same time, I feel like they'd want to at least go 2 or 3 years, at least 2 years, to let their console really be out there to figure out what problems really need to be adjusted. And then, like, at the end of that second year,
then that'll just show how far behind you are.
Think so?
If you still got to wait 2-3 years to get cooling and shit situated.
Not even necessarily cooling, but to figure out a way how to make everything smaller.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean. They did that over here on this side already.
Yeah, and that's why I think
so. You gonna look like you behind if you got to take more years just to get smaller.
And that's why I think Xbox is innovative.
That's what I mean. That just leads to my point.
For everything to fit in that small rectangular box that they got, brother, is really ridiculous. Like, I mean, I've showed you small PCs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they put top of the line graphics cards, top of the line processor. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna deal with heating and you gonna deal with cooling,
and that's why they got that big ass fan on the top.
Right. But come on now, I
hate when people talk about this shit.
Like you
making such a bigger deal about it.
If these people can put, all right, this system and this system, they both do the same thing.
Right.
Let's tear them down. If this one has less parts than this one, I would probably go for the one that has less parts.
Yeah.
Not names.
That shows you because it's built better. You can see.
You're like, oh, this one don't need as much to do it. If you just take the name out of it.
Yeah.
And you just look at all the parts scattered out, and you can put together a system. Which one would you pick? Everybody would pick the one that's smaller. It always comes down to the logical choice with this shit between Xbox and Sony right now. You get that shit just because. You don't get that shit to be a gamer or none of that. You get that shit is like for cosmetics. It's for looks. It is like it's like Apple in the sense of gaming. You get it just to. Yeah,
but a lot of people like that
and
shit.
It's an OG system. I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Let's put it out there.
I'm going to get one too. But when the Slim come out.
Yeah, when it's cheaper.
I'll get the Slim.
And when it's worth its value. It's not worth $500 to me right now, you ask me. When it gets Slim, maybe. Yeah. Right now, that big piece of shit, I'm not buying that.
Nah.
And to be real, I'm not getting the Xbox One X right now, but it ain't nothing wrong with the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Series X. I keep fucking that up.
No, you good.
But it ain't nothing wrong with that Series X. That bitch you can, and it's jumping.
Yeah.
And it ain't big, it ain't taking up space.
You're also in a spectrum that you haven't really necessarily been deep into before. Like, you're deep now, since we've got you in the PC and like really into a PC, you're really PC gaming. And so it's like you're seeing a whole different side of the alley that you didn't really for real experience before. Yeah. You might have dipped into it, but it was never like, I can really use it.
And like this.
Yeah.
And doing, it wasn't on this.
That's why this generation, you could really say, and Microsoft has already said, that's cool. You want to play on your PC? Cool. We're going to bring our games there too. So it's cool. That's a bet. And it works out for you anyway because you have Game Pass. Exactly. So when those games do come to PC, boom,
and
you can play those. I
naturally made that choice. You feel me? So the fact that they are thinking like that is just timing. It's like, okay, boom, because I just feel like this is the wave you need to go now.
Right.
You shouldn't be stuck on trying to sell somebody a console.
But people will say, "Oh, well, you're only saying again."
Unless they'll say that for that.
They'll say that, and then say you're only saying that because Microsoft is doing something different.
What do you mean?
You're only saying that, oh, this is a good thing that's happening and everything else, just because Microsoft is showing you there's a different way to do it, and I'm just saying this is another argument. Follow me. And just try to follow me down the rabbit hole a little bit. People really argue the fact that, and it's not even a fact. People try to argue with you that when it comes to that topic, right?
Yeah.
That damn, where was I taking that?
Yeah, they blank. They said something. That's what I'm trying to figure it out. I ain't gonna lie.
Because what were you just talking? You was talking about damn, I just blanked out. I'm trash for that. I'm completely trash for that. Damn. It was supposed to be bouncing off each other. And I had the perfect setup.
I was listening. You had me. I was so listening.
I definitely had the perfect setup. I really had, it was a deep alley that I wanted to get into, but that just means that I didn't mean to take it that deep, and that's okay. It is what it is. Either way, people get really enveloped in this whole comparison. Back to take it to the main topic. People get really enveloped in the whole topic of comparing PC parts to console parts, or just console overall to PC. And man, you just really got to stop. It is what it is. There's nothing wrong with having a PC. There's nothing wrong with having a console. Each has its ups and downs. Consoles for convenience, and if we're talking value right now, again, it keeps looking like it's sitting with Xbox. Man, they're giving you the price. They're giving you power. They're giving you everything that you could possibly be looking for.
They're giving you the best value.
You know what I'm saying? In a console,
they
and somebody
just Walmart the gaming industry.
Basically,
you can't help but to shop over here. It's the best fucking value. It's great value.
Yeah,
basically.
And you can't say all those games are trash or whatever the case might be. Because sure, right now there might not be top of the line games coming out, or what the games might not be for you, but that doesn't mean
top of the line games coming out neither.
But either way. It doesn't really fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? The game. Well, the games are there. Microsoft has 36 teams. Because let's really break it down. They got 23 studios. Apparently, those studios have their own separate teams. So right now, there's an estimated amount of over
some shit like that.
Yeah, but right now they're estimating there's about over 30 different teams working on games.
Big games.
And that kind of brings us into the next topic that I wanted to get into. Is I feel like Microsoft is really trying to go down the path of releasing a game, a double A to a triple A game every quarter, at least once every couple months or once every 3 months.
Every 3 months, we're going to get a triple A game?
Yeah. Once every 2 or 3 months, I think Microsoft is trying to release a double to triple A game.
How long would that last? So they do that.
That would just be consistent. Because apparently,
keep that up.
If you do a 5-year cycle, right, you have 30 different teams working on different projects. What you have the content is there. What, 30 times 5?
But is the content triple A, double A?
150. That's like 150 different games right there. Every 5 years almost. Within 5 years, I feel like if I'm doing the math
out of
right,
them 150, you should be
100 or something. And there's going to be maybe half of those are going to be hitters.
This is out of 150, you can give me 12.
But there's
AAA.
Out of 150, I think there's going to be a lot more than that, because these are games that are like, they're full games.
Yeah, but there's not AAA games,
not just a couple of few year games, because most of the time the non AAA games are games that usually take less than 4 to 5 years to make. You know what I'm saying? But if you're taking 4+ years to work on a title, right, and you got the full backing of Microsoft, you got deep pockets, so you don't have to worry about people getting paid, how much you're investing into the project. You're just being told, hey, make a good game. That's all. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Do you and make a good game. Yeah. That's all we're asking from you. I don't want you to be my little do bitch or whatever the case might be. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, kind of like how it happens on the other side of the fence and other developers that do that. But Microsoft is telling at least the teams that are with Microsoft, hey, we want y'all to stay true to what you guys do and just pump out good games. And if they are able to do that, they could do that for forever. Because imagine they have 23 studios now, right? If they get more, if Microsoft gets 30 studios that is under just Microsoft, then what? Honestly, Microsoft can get only a couple to a few more studios and feel like it could be completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ability to put out high quality games every 2 to 3 months would be insane. How would you be able to keep up with that? How, like somebody like Sony, for example, how would you be able to keep up with that? Just using it as an example because that's the competitor. You know, I always like to play devil's advocate.
Bring back all your, even if you was to bring back everything, you pulled out all the stops. You bring back the Marvel vs. Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
You bring back, you know, Last of Us 2.
Stuff that's known for.
You bring all, even if you did that, it wouldn't last. If they were, because you got, from those numbers, if they was able to produce 150 games a year.
Well, not a year, but every 5 years. I think if I'm doing the math
even every 5 years. 12.
In that span.
If you was to do 12 times, that's 60. That's either.
I think that's what it is.
Out of one, so that's almost 50%.
I feel like I'm
that's almost like a 50% difference of triple. Because I'm only talking about AAA. If it ain't a AAA banger,
mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, something that's gonna make them some money,
right?
I don't count it. So I'm only thinking about if they can drop a game every month, that's gonna make niggas be all on Xbox. Gonna be making everybody on Twitter talking about games. Niggas can't keep up with the games.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with that.
Yeah.
Now they can do all of that, but if they put these games out, and at the end of the day, these games are just mediocre games, like some of these games on Game Pass.
I mean, even if it's even if they're double A games, but that's why I expanded it to double A, it could be up to quadruple A games, but it's everything. There's going to be games in that range. If I'm doing my math right, again, I wish somebody to correct me if I was wrong, but either way, it's just to give you kind of a perspective. Even if that's the case, let's just say there's 100 games that you put out every 5 years or whatever the case might be.
If should be doable with that many fucking studios.
If they're all double A to triple A games or quadruple A games, you have such a variety in there that it doesn't really matter. You could have 30 bangers over 5 years. I mean, really, 30 bangers over 5 years is still. That's a lot.
And I think about that like 30 divided by every 6 months?
I mean,
you dropping some heat?
Hey, that's what I'm saying, but that's why I think they're trying to do it every 3 months with the talent that they got. Every 3 months, you putting out a hit.
Yeah.
With something that just slap.
Now that'll make sense.
Just take off.
Yeah. That'll be nasty.
And just feeding the market and you're feeding Game Pass.
They gotta already be on that type of shit now.
I think Microsoft is on that type of time already, though. That's what's crazy about
studios.
I think they are.
They already have games ready.
A lot of
when Microsoft bought them, I'm pretty sure they had something in the back ready to go. They're not gonna buy them and be like, all right, make a game.
No, they're working on stuff right now.
What you got, bro?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Phil Spencer broke down and said that there's games that he's seen, there's content that he's seen that he feels like is going to be very was very influential to the purchase. You know what I mean? And he's very excited for what's coming out. And Phil Spencer himself is a gamer, man. That's why I rock with Phil Spencer. That's one of the main reasons. I don't care what anybody else says about Phil Spencer. He's like one of the most authentic people we have in that space. Mm-hmm. That's not some bullshit ass executive or, you know what I'm saying, doesn't really have it.
Playing.
Yeah. My Phil Spencer really plays games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's like, he has a real understanding. That's why a lot of people feel like, and I feel like that he saved Xbox. Because in that 360 time, you know what I'm saying? Right after that, we wasn't seeing much love for the 360 because of Xbox flopping on what they were coming in with the Xbox One, and nobody saw the vision, but Phil Spencer did. And he was like, all right, we need to switch some things up. And that's why he became head and honcho. And now you see how the game's changing. You know what I mean? And I feel like, and it's something I wrote on Twitter. I brought up a good point. I said, what if, because Amazon, doing the Luna thing, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to be
pushing that shit,
and they're going to be on iOS, with Apple or whatever.
We coming up.
Yep.
On that browser.
That's what I was going to say. Mm-hmm. Microsoft announced that they found a way, or not necessarily. They probably already was working on it.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, they was already working on it. I can guarantee you that. Right. But they are coming with the way that you can. That they're also going to do it where it's web source. Web browser based, to get around what the issues that they had with Apple. And I feel like if Microsoft really does that, and I verified some numbers that I was talking about last time about the mobile gamers, people who play on the phone and shit. Yeah. It's 2.2 million people who are mobile gamers. 2.2 million.
That's crazy.
I mean, no. 2.2 billion.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was waiting
for mobile
games.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, it's 2.2 billion mobile gamers.
That's crazy.
And I was like,
crazy. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to touch that. I ain't even cut you off.
Yeah, nah.
200 million times 2 billion.
What the fuck?
200 million times 3 comes to 1.4.
Bro, this nigga phone the Fed.
That's a fact.
The fuck? Cut that bitch. Oh,
good. My fault, y'all. Bixby was talking to me. That's crazy. We out here live on camera with Bixby going hard. But yeah, just to get back into it. Yeah, I feel like that would be, it's going to be extremely insane, brother. Like if Microsoft really hits it hard with this web source, because it's going to get around everything. Because at that point, if they knock this out of the park, you're going to be able to put it on everything. It's not just going to be a specific Android or a specific phone. Everything. You can put it on anything that has internet access.
Yeah.
You know how that is going to fuck the game up.
Exactly.
To 2.2 billion people who are using phones. I told somebody, you look, Microsoft has 15 to 20 million Game Pass subscribers right now. You can say, oh, those people may not be paying the full price or whatever. Either way, they got 15 to 20 million people subscribed. Those people are going to stay subscribed. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't try to finagle yourself into a loss, because you have to believe that is fact. They do that, and it's going to stay that way because their service is of that great of a value. I'm telling you, it's the Netflix of gaming, it's the Hulu Plus of gaming, it's everything that you could ever imagine in gaming, and that's going to be fantastic. It's not for the hardcore, it's for everybody else, and that's where it's going to hit. But anyway, 2.2 billion mobile gamers, dog. That number is insane to think about.
Yeah.
If Microsoft, there's 330 million console gamers or something like that, and if it's like that or just game, I want to run those numbers. Either way, we're talking about Billy's.
Yeah. Now you talking Microsoft. They want to touch that.
I will run these numbers. To give you a perspective, Sony is 140 million consoles right now. Xbox did 80 million with the Xbox One generation in the PS4 generation, right?
Yeah.
So if they're doing, let's say that's 140 with 80, that's 300. Yeah, it's about two. No, I'd be right. Yeah, it'd be about right around. Let's just say 300 million console players, and that's not even counting the fact of PC players also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you add in PC gamers also to be part of that, Horizon finished downloading?
Downloading right now, matter of fact.
Oh, damn, I thought that should download no time. Oh, yeah, we had to restart.
It's only 4 gigs.
But when you really sit there and think about that number, brother, I think Microsoft is about to tap into something that this is going to be completely unreachable. If in 4 years,
battles, dog.
If 4 years, if Microsoft gets 200 million Game Pass subscribers, the game's a wrap. It's not about console. Who sold more consoles at that point? It's going to be about game retention. What's that retention rate? Who are you keeping on your system, on your platform?
Exactly.
And I think it's Xbox.
And who's playing?
It's going to be Xbox. Xbox is going to be a way bigger name the next 4 years, and I think people are really underestimating that. I think Xbox. I think in the next 10, we're going to be looking back at this generation and saying, "Damn, Microsoft is the new Sony. They're the new big dog. They're the guys that you have to look to now."
Yeah.
What is Sony's move now? And like you said before, maybe Sony's making cars. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're spending money that way.
They're spending B's over there.
You know what I'm saying?
On cars and shit. This is what I'm trying to. They know where the fight is really at, bro.
Yeah.
They know.
And that's the kind of stuff that y'all got to pay attention to, man. That's what we're talking. That's what
talk all this shit all you want, but
I don't hear people talking about this. You know what I'm saying? It's the stuff that you have to pay attention to and stuff that you have to keep in mind.
Right.
You feel me? Like, it's not as simple as you might think it is. It's not. And again, this is coming from a perspective of I'm an Xbox guy, but I'll play Sony. I'll play the PlayStation, but I don't necessarily mess with Sony. But I'm gonna still keep it live. I'm gonna still keep it direct and live and uncut and tell you my opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and it's a very open opinion. I don't feel like it's direct because of I'm just nagging on Sony. It's because, bruh, from a guy that went to Sony, then came back and is seeing,
I do
he
this shit.
moves.
I do
You
this
know what I'm
shit.
saying? He moves to what he feels like is the better option. He said last time the Xbox One generation, PS4 generation, he felt like PS4 had that generation. So that's the way he moved. Y'all might call it flip flop, but I think that's the way that it fitted his gaming needs. Now he's on PC, but at the end of the day, he's always been a writer. He's always been writing for Microsoft just because he's seen the power plays that they've been making. And that's what it's about.
They're the innovative.
You know what I'm saying? You got to see who's really putting the effort in the connection into the community. When you have somebody like Phil Spencer that's at the helm, you know what I'm saying, who's actually a gamer, you know what I'm saying, pumping that feel into it. I froze again?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's probably because my phone.
Yeah, when you got somebody like Phil putting that shit in, putting that passion in there, it's gonna come out and hit. This product is gonna hit.
Fact.
You had to give that nigga a little time. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And the time was the next time they drop a console, we're gonna see how it drops when he's really, when he's had time.
Right.
Now you see, he doing his thing, but hey, he can always make one mistake and just fuck up everything. You feel me? But you gotta just pay attention to these dudes. You gotta pay attention to these people because they all get complacent. So, that being said, we also got what else we got?
I don't know what you.
What else we got?
My fault.
We can really get into detail about because I've been
What you
talking
wanna
about
get
this too.
What?
The whole Wi-Fi 6 thing.
Yeah, what about it? Okay.
For the ones that don't understand what Wi-Fi 6 really is, or like all in all, that shit don't matter. Long story short, it matters.
Not for the internet. Not for the internet speed.
It's not. You're not about to be. You know what I mean? It's not about to give you no advantage over me. You know what I'm saying?
Now I think what is it? They're trying to. It's moving up to
They
about.
have like over 10 devices. I thought, with Wi-Fi 6, in order for it like to really be, for it to really work,
to be compared, to see a comparison.
You need some motherfucking devices in there. So
it's something that can be used for the business, but
that don't make them faster than us. Because people hear that shit and like, oh well, we faster than y'all.
Okay,
I've heard niggas saying that because they got Wi-Fi 6. Hold on, bro. First of all, it's not that serious.
Nah, not yet. I mean, Wi-Fi 6 is cool and all because it's new technology, but at the end of the day, I don't think that's what really matters.
And I was curious
because
why Xbox didn't use it. Because
me, maybe they could have saved a little bit right there.
A new tech, that's probably how
why not?
Slim
if
down.
you don't really need it, for what?
Yeah,
I mean, because I think what Wi-Fi 6 is supposed to be able to. Because I think right now we can get up to 500, or is it a gig on internet? It's a gig, right?
You get a gig now.
I think they're trying to up that number to like 10 gig plus 50 gig kind of internet speeds, and I think that's at some point what Wi-Fi 6 is going to be able to do.
But that'll make them future proof.
But by the time that really matters, again, there's going to be another console. There's going to be, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be other options out there for you for
right.
when that
Meaning
really
right now, Wi-Fi 6 is cool, but
it's not. No, you're not faster.
Right now.
Your internet connection isn't faster.
None of that shit.
It's not gonna make your ping lower.
But this is, and I say that to say,
good
like,
for business,
why is it always like? Why are they trying to find any little thing to knick-knack about?
Because I feel like people that like this console war shit are just people that like to sit at home and
they have a $300 option.
People just like to complain about shit. I've been really learning that people just like to complain about shit.
Holla at.
Just find something to complain about. We in a community full of gamers, and you just want to find something just stupid to complain about. You just finding something.
Oh, you think because it's gaming? Oh, we just gonna let you just say
like the overheating thing. There was a couple people that were having overheating issues, whatever the case.
Yeah.
And what I really think it is that the fan curve on the consoles haven't been.
Never hit record.
Damn, they did it again.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're not uploading the bus route, so it's all good.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Not this time. It is what it is. No, it is what it is. No, it was a good point. No, we'll get that back up. Right now, it's just as long as we get it to YouTube, man, it's content. We're getting that content up there. So that means that's all that matters as long as it's up. Yeah, so that made me almost crash. It almost made me crash and burn again. I was like, yeah, nah, bro, that's fucked up. But no, that's cool because we just recording to YouTube.
Yeah,
that was a plan. But yeah, it's like the whole overheating thing. People saying, "Oh, it's getting hot," putting their hand over the top of the console, saying, "Oh, the air is hot." Oh, taking the SSD out of the back, saying, "Oh, the SSD is hot." And it's like, bruh, that shit is supposed to be warm. Like, come on, y'all touching the metal on these parts. Y'all touching the metal on these parts. The way that the Xbox is set up, bruh. They're so innovative that y'all just don't see it. Heat naturally rises. They put everything in a small box. They put the fan on the very top of the box, and it's literally going to pull all the air from the bottom of the box to the top, which it's naturally doing anyway, and the fan is going to push all that BS out. So, honestly, I think Xbox might wait 5 years until they make a Slim.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Until
there's something else that comes out. I don't know about 5.
I think 5.
That's a long time
because they have a good setup.
I see PlayStation doing it next year. I see Xbox doing it in 2 years.
I mean,
move fast to me. I see
because you got to think about it. Because then Xbox is going to look at it and say, "Oh, you're going to come out with a console that's going to be what, just as fast as the Xbox Series X,
just as fat."
Oh, it's just as fat.
That shit gonna be just as big. It ain't gonna really be no slim version.
Yeah,
do it.
You're gonna put out a console, which Sony probably gonna do, man, is they're gonna put out another console, a Slim, that's gonna be a little stronger than the Series X or something. Find some way to finesse it, or
say it's smaller too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Or
you know how this shit go.
What's gonna happen? And honestly, they could do that, and then all Xbox is gonna do is say, "All right, well, we're gonna drop the Series X in price." $350, $400. Grab it while you can, and we're gonna keep pumping this shit out. Are y'all having a good time on PC? Y'all having a good time on your phones? You having a good time on your iPads? You having a good time on all your?
Well, I think AMD is about to fuck around and make it to where you can build you a PC for a little nothing, chump.
Oh, you think so? Kind of do like an all access kind of thing? With no AMD is about no money down?
Nah, hell no. I mean, like, you can go copy your little Ryzen 5, you know what I'm saying? Little Ryzen 7 for a little couple $100.
Okay.
Graphics cards now, you can copy your little graphics card, AMD, couple $100.
Build you something
150.
Your biggest investment would be the SSD, as long as everything else can run. 1080p bare minimum.
Boom.
Yeah, I think because that's the other.
Not even 1080.
I mean, 1440. It's gonna be 1080, 1440. Yeah, but you see right now, even on the 2070s, you have a 3950 with a 2070, and even then, you see that it's like it struggles with 1440p sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's what everything turned. You got everything turned up high, ultra. I'm you know what I'm saying? That's not including ray tracing. And we're playing, different games.
Ray tracing, it's the same.
Oh, okay, well, I mean, I noticed with I noticed
the biggest thing I've noticed. I know.
Yeah, with the ultra wide,
I'm playing.
Seems like it's not very supported.
32x9.
Yeah.
For some reason,
it seems like it's not very supported so far.
I think it's not Call of Duty or the games. I think it's that graphics card.
It could be. It just ain't got the power. Really. We ain't got the power to push it out, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably is because like I was
test it out because I was gonna get the 2080 Super over here, all the shit, and hook his shit up to this monitor and see how it runs.
Yeah, you could try that. See how that could make a difference.
I can put it on half screen and that bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, on half screen for me, that shit runs 120 frames.
I'm spoiled with this full screen, bro.
No, I feel it.
I can't go back.
I don't mind it. I just like being able to use both screens. I'm just petty with it.
I'm about to bring my other screen in here.
That'd be. I know you've been saying you want to do that.
I can always use the TV.
What else? Yeah, that can be the other thing that we slide into because we were just talking about SSDs. Oh yeah, we formatted that bit. Don't forget to do what you. Oh, I think we might have fixed all the problems.
On here.
Yeah, because you said you need the SSD to.
I think we might have fixed it. Man, what we saying?
Damn, that's crazy. I wanted to get into some. We were talking about SSDs or whatever before I got off track thinking about the other SSD. I think as we get further into this SSD shit, and SSDs is going to come to a point where it's going to be standard, where you're going to have it, or you can't play certain games, most games at some point. It's going to drop in price a lot. Because right now, everybody's like all hyped up because of the difference in SSDs. PlayStation is giving you options, but they haven't stated the options that they're going to give you yet. And then Xbox has a little. It looks like the PS2 memory card. Honestly, it's like that, but thicker. You know what I'm saying? This shit's kind of dope to me. But it's 220.
Retro tech sometimes.
Yeah, that's a fact. But so apparently it's 220. Well, not apparently, but that's what they're running for.
1 terabyte?
Yeah, for 1 terabyte, 220.
Damn.
For the same speed. And then honestly, I mean, that's what the prices are right now. Even on PC,
Yeah.
I mean,
You got to pay that.
if you want that top of the line speed on an
Don't
SSD,
pay
it's
that.
going and NVMe,
200.
especially if we go into PCIe 4.0, you're gonna pay that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get around paying that. It is what it is. But as everything gets adjusted to it and we get acclimated to it, I think in 2 years' time, that same SSD that's 220 right now is gonna go down to about $100. You know what I'm saying? And then the 2 terabyte would be 200. You know what I'm saying? Or be 150. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna change the game up. And then you can get people can get a 250, 500 gig for $50 to $100. But damn, that's gonna be crazy because then what's gonna happen to hard drive prices?
That might be instinct. That might go away.
Nah, because honestly, hard drives aren't bad because you use hard drives just to store space, to store stuff.
But if you get to the point where SSDs can replace a hard drive,
that is true.
That's for the same price.
That is true.
Why would you go hard drive?
If you can, because you got to mind you don't have to have a super fast SSD to be your actual like your hard drive if you wanted to.
But we putting SSDs in hard drive price range, damn.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like at that point, you put an SS, like you can get a 6 terabyte, like right now, you can get a 6 terabyte, 8 terabyte hard drive for what, like 200, 300, like a mechanical hard drive. But then like an SSD is like fucking 500, 600 if you wanted to get one that big, maybe even a lot more than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not super fast, not the Samsung Evo or nothing like that. That's just a typical SSD. You know what I'm saying? So I think as we get further with this, tech shit, man, the more that consoles are going to be able to do, the better it's going to be for PCs, and that's the biggest thing. That's another big thing that people like just look over. Like you so wanting to butt heads. You want to butt heads with people so bad. Console wars and PC and why I'm playing PC and this, that, and the other thing. And then you got to forget, man. It's like as long as technology is moving forward, us as gamers going to continuously benefit from it. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna constantly improve. We're gonna constantly like stuff like VR right now. Yeah. VR to me is a POS right now. Piece of shit. Like it's not worth it to me. But I have a certain expectation of VR. When it gets to that level, I'll hop into it. When it's more easier to access and stuff like that, I'll hop into it. But right now, it's making people sick. Not everybody feeling it. There doesn't look like that many great games on there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to play Gears of War in VR. How about we do that? Give me a little base that I can move on. You know what I'm saying? Fucking do my own little stunts and shit. Do a little wall bounce and shit. Shotgun.
I think can see your big ass wall bouncing. Talking about my hip. Fuck my hip up.
Sleep. Nah. But no, I think
Nikki complaining about you trying to wall bounce.
Wall bounce through a wall. But no, I think that should be dope. I think that should be dope as fuck. I mean, but that's what we're trying to work towards, and that's what's important, man. The other thing, I guess, let's get deeper into it. What's the time looking like right now? How long are we going for right now?
Hour and 10.
10. Okay. How you feeling? You still straight? Still got for a couple more topics. You want to try to wrap it up? All right, bad. Let's keep it up because as this is something else I wanted to talk about since we're still talking about SSDs. Mm-hmm. Apparently, the PS5. I'm just talking about the PS5 overall.
Yeah,
it's going to come with 664 gigabytes of space. That's after OS and everything. Whereas the Xbox is going to become with 850. Now, I want to give this perspective. Neither one of them is a lot.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
At the end of the day,
coming with a terabyte, bro, minimum.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, even on PC, when you get a terabyte, it doesn't come with when you get anything that holds memory. You know what I'm saying? Anything that holds memory, it's never whatever the fucking number is supposed to be, and that's okay. And OS takes space away from that, but bruh. 664 gigabytes of free space after one free game that they're giving you on there is called, which is Astro Boy, which who's fuck really going to want that? It's 2 gigabytes. Sure, you're going to play that 4-hour game and then never play it again. And then you have what? You have 200 more gigs on a console that's the same price that's giving you more value. Mm-hmm. And Sony has the nerve to be okay with telling you, yeah, bro, you're gonna get 664. How you like that? What do you think? What do you think about this? This
that's piece
store shit.
Come on, man. if I feel a certain way about 30 frames to 60 and 60 to 120,
I do want to get into that.
I feel like motherfuckers should. To me, just how I am, just regardless if a nigga ready or not. If he paid for it, give it to him. 120. That's what he paying. To me, that's what we spending our money on.
Right.
You should get to get 120. So,
well, you get that affordable.
If you go spend $500, it just proves my point.
Again,
look at your 500 and what you get, and when I spend 500, look at what I get.
Facts.
If you still decide to choose that, bro, I have nothing to say. I can't argue. I don't have no type of convincing. Yeah, go and get it. But you can't say you smarter than me. You can't say you better than me. You can't say you faster than me. You can't say you more powerful than me.
Right.
You can't say anything besides you probably got more money to blow than me because
that's how it looks. That's how it
looks because why else would you cop a PS5?
If you
care about your value,
if you care about your pockets.
If I spend $500, I expect to get this. If you just spend $500 and don't expect shit, PlayStation 5. Yeah, it got the name, all of that. It's big as fuck too.
They still haven't clarified how much space is going to be on the digital version of the PS5.
Oh,
still nothing.
But this system's supposed to be coming out.
Yeah, and now mind you, they gave you a whole breakdown in a white room.
Go look up
one guy.
This is what I want you to do. Get on when you go look up that goddamn Sony car. Boy, they got hour-long videos of that shit. Boy, you want to know why? Because that's where they money at.
I gotta look at that.
That's where they money at.
I mean, you keep telling me about that shit.
That car fire, and I can't even cap. They can get Tesla a run for their money. That's what I'm saying. They fighting two different battles. You ask me, I think they trying to compete with Tesla with this electric car shit because they spending billions on electric and they shit clean. I get credit is due. That motherfucker hard.
They gonna have to, bro.
But to sit here and be like, we just them niggas. We drop cars and we do motherfucking games and all this other shit. We dropping B's. No, y'all ain't. Stop it.
Microsoft
they not the best,
budget,
bro. And it's obvious they not the best or the powerfulest or the most powerful because shit, it's obvious. And it shows that they're behind. Why? Because even just from the basic eye test, when you look at the parts, when they break yours down, let me see. You know, like usually they say, okay, we're going to see how long it takes to break it down, the difficulty of it, shit like that. You're going to see Xbox wins it. The parts used, Xbox wins it. Perform. Okay, on paper, I ain't going to cut. PlayStation look good. It look cool.
On paper, they look about the same.
We're going to wipe them.
Oh, yeah. I think so. I think when on the release, when Digital Foundry says, "Yo, let's compare both of these consoles,"
so I expect none less.
That I think the Xbox Series X is going to be 30% more powerful than the PS5, like people have been saying. Like Digital Foundry has already said, that's their expectation. They're predicting they're predicting that this 30% more, but based on what they've seen, is 30% more powerful. And I believe that when the consoles come out, you're going to see that those facts are true.
Yeah.
And then you're going to really believe that Microsoft is doing something different. And then when you see on release and towards the end of the year that in your Xbox app on your phone that you have access to all the games you have on your Game Pass or whatever the case might be or all the access to your Xbox shit, you're going to really understand then that Microsoft is doing something different. There's a different play being made.
They fighting two different battles.
And it's crazy.
Microsoft is really doing this gaming tech shit.
It's crazy that it has to take that. It has to take all this like demonstration. Like the only thing Xbox hasn't shown you is next gen games. Again, let's be real. They're coming, brother. It might take. Bro, I kind of want to go into a little bit of rant.
Shit, go ahead. Grab me something to drink. But I got hit it.
That's a fact. Look, let me get into a little bit of a rant, man. I want to get into a couple rants. First rant. I do not care who you are, what you enjoy, how you enjoy it, whatever the case might be. Y'all got to stop selling for 30 frames per second, man. I keep seeing people on Twitter, on Facebook saying, yeah, man, if it's in 4K, 30 frames with ray tracing on, man, that's fucking fantastic. That's what I want. No, you don't. That's not what you want. I'm telling you right now, that's not what you want. What you want, you've been dealing with that for the last 10 years. You want another 10 years of 30 frame games that just look good? I don't care if it's I don't care if it's an adventure game. I don't care if it's just an average old Joe game. I don't care if it's a single player game. I don't care what kind of game it is. If it ain't playing at 60 frames bare minimum, 1080p with ray tracing, then there's a problem. We need to move forward. I can guarantee y'all, man, 80% of the population, 90% of the population who are gamers do not understand what 1080p 60 frames with ray tracing looks like. And these consoles that we're about to get, don't let Sony or anybody else fool you. These consoles are going to be able to do that easy. Should be able to do it easy. Especially with the SSD technology, especially with everything that they're putting into these consoles, brother. This is, again, it's custom hardware. The reason it's hard to compare consoles to what PCs do or what's inside of PCs is because it's set up differently. Yeah. That's why consoles are so great, because it's easy access, plug and play. The whole entire system, the way that it's set up is different. The language it talks within itself is different than necessarily how a PC is talking. A PC requires a lot more input from the actual user than a console does. Right. A console, a lot of the work is being done on the back end. They send you an update, boom, it's done. You having problems? Guess what? It's something that Xbox fucked up on. Ooh, guess what? It's something that Sony fucked up on. Ooh, guess what? It's something that Nintendo fucked up on. So what they do, they send you an update. And then what? You don't have any more problems. That is why people love consoles. And it is fucked up for anybody to judge a console player for this shit. Or for y'all PC motherfuckers to want to get in here and argue with console niggas about what they playing and how they playing it. Yeah. I never understand that shit. It's two different things. Just because shit is now all of a sudden, not even all of a sudden, because we've seen it. Everybody's seen it. Those that are actually paying attention. Console and PC are starting to talk the same language. The fact that these games are now coming to PC also more frequently is a great thing, because let's also be real. PC doesn't have that wide a variety of games. Not bangers. Yeah. Fact. There wouldn't be a Gears of War if it wasn't for console. There wouldn't be a Halo if it wasn't for console.
You got Flight Simulator.
Flight Simulator is on PC. It's been on PC.
You know what I'm saying? That's the banger?
But yeah, exactly. Flight Simulator is the banger.
Fuck out of here.
Rainbow Six, sure, back in the day. But bro, let's be honest. After Halo and Call of Duty came out on console, yep. When did you think these first person? Where do you think Counter-Strike Global Offensive came from? The fact that these console motherfuckers was hitting it right, and PC said, oh, we can do it better. You play with PC, we play with the mouse and keyboard over here. Well, you can do it better over here. And it's a PC. Console is there to give you the convenience. Console is there to give you the ease of access, and that's what matters. And there shouldn't be an argument with that shit. I never understand that shit. Yeah, I like to argue about that shit and just be warriors for brands that don't pay y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one thing when you're giving somebody an opinion. There's one thing when you're giving somebody a thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're speaking from facts, and you're giving the energy, you're being honest, you're being, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be fake with what you're talking. It's one thing, and you support a brand. It's like anybody else. People wear Jordan. Why? Because they support, a lot of people, they support the brand. Me personally, I don't wear Jordan. Why? Because I saw a lot of people wearing Jordan. It's not my kind of thing. You know, it's not my thing, and then I'm just not a Jordan guy. You know what I'm saying? I got wider feet. You know what I'm saying? Do I have some Jordans? Yeah, I got a couple pair, but I like the way those fit. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been more like that. I'm a super guy. I'm an Adidas guy. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's okay. But I'm not out here judging Jordan niggas saying, oh, bruh, them shoes is ugly. You buying the same shoes over and over and over again, back to back, paying $400 and something for these motherfucking shoes. It's the same shoes that was just out, different color. Instead of taking it to black business or your homie who's down the street who's customizing shoes so you can get a different color Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Hey, you would rather pay Nike? Sure, you're giving a little bread to Jordan. She's getting his cut, but he's not fucking worried about you. He keeps releasing new shoes because he see y'all like that shit. So what do you think Sony gonna do? Exactly. Y'all don't complain about it.
Give him another one.
Bruh, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube, all I see, anytime somebody mentions an Xbox, somebody got to be salty.
Yeah.
Oh, you like a console with no games. You like a console, bruh. I can count on one hand how many people I saw that was talking about on the Sony side of things and PC side of things. They're saying, you excited to play old games. All y'all like to play old games. And guess what? Sony said, our back compatibility, it's actually going to be pretty all right. We can't guarantee that all the games are going to work, but the back compatibility is looking all right. When Xbox has been saying that,
Right.
we got 500 plus, and that's just lowballing. 500 plus back compat games are going to be, they're going to ready to play. They're going to run better, play better on the Series X. It's been shown and it's been guaranteed. That's why they showed you that. You can call, that's old gameplay. Sure. I mean, that's old games. Sure. But they're running better, ain't it? That shows you. That's brute force that it's doing it with. Sony ain't show you that. We don't know how those games are going to run on the PlayStation. We don't know if they're going to work. Period. Bruh, let's really look at it. Is Spider-Man an old game?
Come on now.
Is it Spider-Man back compat?
Come on now.
You're going to be playing Miles Morales, right? That's an old game. Sure, your character might have different moves and do little things differently, but he's still going to swing through the city like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Just because he does it a little different doesn't mean it's not Spider-Man. The game wasn't made for PS5. It was made for PS4. That's why it looks like a PS4 game. That's why it plays like a PS4 game. That's why they're telling you they cannot give you 60 frames per second 4K because it was made for PS4. And who wants to play a game at 4K and 30 frames per second? That game deserves 60 frames 4K, 1440p.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Standard. And people sleep on, again, y'all sleep on 1080p, 1440p, and don't know the difference when a lot of these, even in computers, there's upscaling and computer learning and things like that automatically up-res and make games look prettier and look better for you. They're doing it by themselves. And these consoles are telling you for $300 to $500, we're giving you something that's PCs, we're giving you an example of what PCs, not even an example, a close representation of what PCs really do on a day-to-day basis for a price point that you can't beat. You can't. I don't care who you are. You gotta spend a band if you're gonna trade these waters. And even at a band, you're gonna realize you're gonna be real short. Because you're gonna spend about 5 to 7 on that graphics card. And you're not gonna get 4K 60.
You go AMD and you go fucking.
You're not gonna get 4K. You're not gonna get 4K 60. I can't get 4. I got a 2070 Super. We got 20. Bruh, give y'all an example. Naker James over here. El Naker numero uno has a 3950X Ryzen. That is what? 16 by 32?
Yeah.
Cores. That's what we're talking about, right? Has a 2070 Super. And we can't run 4K. I'm sure you can run 4K 60, but it's not going to be with ray tracing on. It's still going to dip. It's still going to take dips.
So why did I spend that much money just to run 4K 60?
That's not what it was for.
That's not what it's for.
It's to be able to do multiple things at one time. It's to be able to worry about me playing the game, me rendering videos, me editing things, me, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever.
I'm on a game, I'm getting over 100 frames.
You know, if he wants to get on the game and have a decent and have a good experience and have a pretty game, he can do that, no problems. You know what I'm saying? But it's held back a little bit by the graphics card. It's kind of the same thing as far as these consoles are going to go. You know what I'm saying? It's like yeah, it can handle it for sure. But again, this processor by itself is more than those consoles.
By itself.
The processor by itself.
The motherboard is damn near.
So what I'm getting at the end all, the be all, the motherboard is damn near Series S.
It is actually.
You know what I'm saying? So, bruh, by itself, that's already $700.
That they took to build this
$700 already, and that's just on the that's just on the groundwork for the computer. So yeah, it's playing 4K 60. We expect that, but even then, it still has dips. You know what I'm saying? Because of the graphics card. But consoles are basically giving you very similar performance that you're not going to be able to tell the difference from for a solid price point, and that's what matters.
With the AMD graphics card, might I say?
And and it's AMD.
Which is why I'm saying that.
Inside.
We can stop getting up. We can get off that NVIDIA train.
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
All those motherfuckers that swear NVIDIA.
And NVIDIA is great just because they've been consistent with their product, and because AMD has not been able to be a competitor.
That be shitting on the AMD graphics card.
It's kind of like Xbox and PS4. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay shitting on Xbox. Y'all stay shitting on Xbox. Now Xbox is about to do some things that y'all about to probably hate, and it's gonna change. It's gonna change the generation. It's gonna be the same thing with the AMD Nvidia thing. I think AMD is gonna make a power play. It's gonna make y'all look at some things a little differently.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That gap is closed
and give you more options.
Yeah.
Again, I think these next 10 years are gonna be about options. Whoever has the most options is gonna win.
Value, and I think AMD is gonna win that war because they've always thought about value, bang for buck.
Yeah.
Microsoft. Has recently been thinking about bang for buck. I ain't gonna say always.
Nah,
them niggas been bapping out.
Nah, Microsoft will bap you.
Yeah, they're
just bapping us a different way. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Like I'll tell you straight up.
But it's not
bad.
I'd rather pay this 15 and be straight.
Yeah, you dropping heat. I'm not mad.
I was paying for Xbox Live anyway.
Every month. I'm not mad.
I'm just happy you just combined it, because if you didn't combine it, I wouldn't have bought Game Pass. I would have probably just stuck with my live and just my games, and I buy a game when I want it.
Facts.
But you just see how you swoop me.
But even at $20,
can't pull out.
But even at $20, I wouldn't pull back. I would have been like, yeah.
Especially if it's all together.
I'm on this bitch every day anyway. You know what I'm saying?
They thinking about those people.
Exactly.
That's value to me. So since they've been thinking that they're gonna win that fight.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the next 10 years being about value for the customers, best bang for the buck for the customer.
Yeah.
The company that are thinking about that, they're gonna win. I also think Samsung's gonna win the phone version. The phone war.
Because again, another number that I do want y'all to know.
Shifting. All the wars, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apple had their time. PlayStation ran shit.
Another number I want you to know is there's only like 2.2 million subs to Sony service.
You said what?
Now, to PS Now, PS Plus, whatever it is, there's only 2.2 plus million people on that service. Yes.
2.2 million.
Compared to the 20 million that's on Game Pass.
Right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what? Let me throw something else out there. Guess when the Sony service came out?
When?
3 years before Game Pass did. So
it's a fluke.
So you telling me that in less time, Xbox has managed to get more subscribers on their service, and the numbers only rising. If y'all had a similar service for 3 years ahead of us, and y'all don't have what we're offering, why? Because they know they can back.
Really riddle is that though? Why? Why don't you have? If you started something, why didn't you finish it? If you tried to get the jump on some shit,
because they didn't believe in it.
They tried to get the jump on some shit off of he say she say, because Xbox had been working on Game Pass before they put it out. You feel me?
Facts. Xbox has been.
And Sony is the type of niggas that'll take some here say she say and run with it. I.e., when the changed the price and went lowball Xbox, ultimately, which is why they won that war. Can't knock them for it. Nah. So, but you can't say they won't use that again. They won't use you against you.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So, this time I think Microsoft know that. They learned. I think them niggas learned because they lost a lot of money off of that.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Everybody was like, Microsoft, nigga, I'm one of them one. Nigga, y'all got me fucked up, boy. They got the PlayStation 400.
Yeah.
I just go get that bitch.
Yeah. We're not doing
like
this.
You lost millions of people that thought like that off of that simple. of them finding out what you was going to drop your system for, and just lowballing you.
Right.
That simple move, it fucked them up for the generation. But they know now, which is why it's perfect. That supposed to happen to Microsoft.
They need
y'all got all that money, and y'all thought y'all would just be
Nah, you can't just do whatever.
And Sony showed y'all, nah, hold up.
You can't just do whatever.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna go fire? Oh,
you not us.
Yeah, at the time, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So straight up, let's face it.
Yeah.
Microsoft's not Sony. Don't get it twisted. Microsoft isn't Sony.
Yeah.
Sony can quickly, if they wanted to, Sony can quickly turn around and be like, here go some games.
If they wanted to,
it hit people upside. But guess what?
If they wanted to,
they only got half of what Microsoft got as far as studios go now.
Too late. Yeah.
So
now
why?
Why? Because they wasn't innovative enough. They were just sitting there collecting that money.
And
it's probably not the workers' fault. I guarantee them motherfuckers, everybody out there probably got game.
You see what they put out. You see what they put out.
Oh,
they put out content.
Yeah.
They put out good time. But again, the argument goes, it takes them.
That's why I can't never. That's why at the end of the day, I don't knock fucking PlayStation, because at the end of the day, I fuck with them too, because they put out good shit too.
Yeah.
But
consistent.
Nigga, you can't talk shit though.
Nah. You can't talk shit when shit's changing.
You little homie. Yeah. Like right now, to me, you little homie.
Yeah.
You sit over there and just wait till somebody speak to you type shit.
Yeah, you got comfortable on the yacht. Yeah. I'm in the helicopter going state to state. What are you doing?
Yeah, like Microsoft on a whole nother planet. They fighting a whole nother battle. But then again, Sony fighting a whole nother battle too. Because what if Sony, I say that to say, why I like Sony and PlayStation, because shit, they aggressive. Because what if they do fuck around and tap into this motherfucking car industry, electric car industry, and they do drop that car out and that bitch be about $30,000 competing with the Tesla.
That'll be
now
lit.
You got Sony.
Then Sony can stay.
And then okay, well if you got a Sony Tesla, I'm just calling it that shit because I don't know the name of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got the electric Sony car. That bitch links up with your fucking your PS5.
Playing it on
the
go.
game in the car.
Yeah.
Not what device, bitch? I'm in the car.
I mean, Xbox doing the same thing.
That's hard, but for that to be in an ecosystem,
they're not there yet though. That's what
my
makes
car,
it weird.
Sony, my system, Sony, my TV, Sony.
Yeah,
but they have to get there though. That's why I like Sony, because if they can get there, I love that shit.
And a lot of that,
and I apologize.
And what's fucked up over, and what makes me think that Sony ecosystem. What makes me think that Sony is going downhill is that let's look at it. This is why I say Sony's going downhill, because they can spend that money in that car, but I hope that car worked. Because if not, look,
they would drop B's on it if it was.
Check it out. I hope it worked, because if it don't, they TVs ain't selling for real. Let's be real.
They probably get that money back for the cars. They'll try to invest into some tech. They try to get some OLED tech.
They making money off of their consoles. That's true. Yeah. What else? Their cameras aren't selling for real.
We don't know that.
The cameras ain't selling for real.
You think people buying. Think they outselling Canon?
Nah, I know Canon for sure is outselling.
Probably still is killing them.
It gotta be.
That's something we have to look.
I mean, we're looking to
it. But I don't hear people talking about. So I know what you're saying. We don't hear niggas talking about.
Let's respect. This is my opinion. Again, I'm just giving my opinion.
I don't hear niggas talking about Sony.
From what I've seen and what I paid attention to, I know their TVs ain't selling, but the PlayStations are selling. But the cameras ain't selling.
Controllers are selling.
That's why I consider that part of
PlayStation. Got to keep bottles.
I keep that part of PlayStation. What else?
Sony.
What else we got there? Sony. CD players.
No,
nobody buy CD players.
Sony get deep, don't it? They got like a whole production company, don't it?
I mean,
movies and shit, right?
Movies.
That's money.
I mean, but what happens? What happens if COVID fucks everything up, and then the movie theaters can only stay closed for so long. Streaming. Even right now. Streaming. I mean, yeah, but that takes the movie theaters out of the business. That's what Sony's at. Is in the movie business. Yeah. They make a lot of their money off of movies. Yeah. You buying them tickets. If that goes away, sure, you can sell it. You can sell it on digital.
But I think they got a whole studio though. That's what I'm saying. Sony Studios they got a whole studio where they shoot movies, they produce movies. I mean
that's fine, but it's not going that great.
I ain't heard a good Sony. That's
they don't have a lot going.
I haven't heard a good.
Not compared to everything else going on.
Fuck that. I want to see the last produced Sony
Spider-Man
movie.
Spider-Man.
That's the last one?
Probably. Let's see if we can guarantee that. But yeah, man. Well, I mean, my overall point with it is that there's other fields that Sony isn't necessarily doing so well in. Do I know that for a fact? No, but because I just haven't done a little bit of research on it.
Sony Pictures, I forgot. That's what it's called.
But I do know for a fact that if the PS4 didn't work,
I better cut you off, nigga. They got Ghostbusters, nigga.
Ghostbusters.
Nigga, they got nigga. You know how many kids like Ghostbusters?
Not that many kids like Ghostbusters.
What?
It's not like that.
What?
That's our generation. You thinking about these new kids don't give a fuck about it. That last Ghostbuster movie was trash.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
It was?
I thought it was okay, but me personally,
they got Monster Hunter.
That's just now about to come out.
Peter Rabbit, nigga.
Yeah, I bet.
Peter Rabbit too, nigga.
Peter Rabbit, right?
Hey.
Big movies.
Yeah, they got some shit. I don't go to TVs, nigga. Hold
big
up,
movies.
Nigga.
How much they making in TVs?
Oh, they got now streaming on Hulu. I don't think that count. Oh yeah, dude. It's produced by Sony, goddamn. Hey, they got some shit, boy.
They got a little bit. They
got SWAT. They got Blacklist.
But then it's not. Yeah, I mean,
this shit.
Sure.
I'm thinking of shit that I know is streaming wise is bringing them numbers.
But it's not bringing in what Microsoft is bringing in.
Nah, but this is what's keeping them in the game type shit.
But if PlayStation goes away, then what Sony gonna do?
Oh, nigga, they got Shark Tank, nigga.
What's Sony gonna do if PlayStation goes away?
Wants to be a millionaire, nigga.
If PlayStation goes away,
nigga,
what's gonna happen?
They got the Smurfs, nigga, Jeopardy, Hotel Train. Hey, so they making some bread.
Yeah, they're making some bread off of tickets.
Nah, nigga, all that's streaming. What are you talking about?
Are streaming?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that's because it's on. Yeah, it's on that
2020.
shit now.
Yeah, they adapted.
That's a fact.
So they making bread off of
a little bit.
I wonder if they put.
But so is Amazon.
Let's see how much Sony Pictures has made.
Amazon's making money off of that. Hulu's making money off of that. Netflix, they making money off of that.
They still getting the check though.
A little bit.
I'm just thinking about what's keeping them afloat.
PlayStation
to make them. You think that fucking PlayStation is holding them down?
They make a lot of money off of PlayStation. I'm being so for real. You're like, I'm not playing. They make so
I would have thought it was probably the
money.
movies or some shit.
No, because bruh, they say
PlayStation.
If after PS3, if Sony would have failed with the next generation, that game division would have been gone. The same thing with the Xbox One. If Phil Spencer wouldn't have turned that shit around, that shit would have been gone.
That shit great.
I mean, but Microsoft to do it just because they say it's not working, they got money, whatever, count as a loss. Sony do it, they're gonna have to drop it. Sony's game division only spends $8 billion. Around there.
Microsoft could buy Sony.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Easily.
And still be straight. Like buy them out.
Bruh,
even if they wanted double of what they worth.
So you don't want
be straight.
You don't want my games on your platform. Guess what? I'll just buy you. Now my games are on your platform.
And they should pull a Donald Trump move. Like that nigga said in that book. Make you offer a number they can't refuse. So Sony worth $8 billion or some shit. $8 trillion.
Sony worth
$8 trillion. Some shit like that.
Sony is not worth no trillion. Sony's not even worth $1 trillion.
They worth something.
Sony's worth? Look it up. What's Sony's worth?
Oh, they in the B's.
What's Sony's worth?
Facts. Estimated up to 45 billion. Sales are up to 70 billion.
Hey, Microsoft makes trillions.
So that's what I say that. They say, what if they say, okay, 45 billion. The number that you can't refuse is
you can give them 100 billion.
Double.
You can give them 100 billion. You give Sony 100 billion. They're not gonna do that. Sony's not gonna take that.
Give them $1 trillion.
They're not gonna take that.
You could give them $2 trillion. These niggas got like $70 trillion, bro. Hold on.
They wouldn't do that. But then, even if you want to jump down that rabbit hole, then you'd be talking about kind of a monopoly. I don't think it would be a monopoly because again, it's Amazon.
I ain't got no 77 trillion. I'm talking shit.
I'm out. Who? Xbox? I mean Microsoft.
Microsoft ain't got no 70.
How much trillion?
How many
trillion
right now?
See, we live with it. That's what I like to see, baby.
Yeah.
Again, y'all like sub, man. Like and sub. Get in these comments. Holla at us, man. God damn. Trying to get y'all in here to interact so we can talk to the people, man.
Man, there's 2 people watching, and I want to.
That's good. It'll be all right.
44. Oh, that's net income.
Trillion? 44 trillion.
Net income is 44 billion.
Net income.
Their total assets is 300 billion. They have total in equity, which is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, shit, you can dispose of $120 billion worth.
They can just get
They
rid
got
of it.
156,000 employees.
How much is Microsoft worth? What is it? What is Microsoft's worth?
They are now worth over $1 trillion.
Over $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Trillion dollar company.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're not worried about what Sony's doing.
So people can understand that. Like,
they're not worried about
Sony is at 45 billion. Microsoft is at 1 trillion. Just because you get to 100 billion, kids, that's not 1 trillion. You need 1,000 billions
to get $1 trillion.
To get $1 trillion. So you need 999 billion, and you need 1 more billion to fuck with these people. They have 45 of them.
Yo, they got 120 billion just to spend.
So they can buy them out.
That's cash.
I can give you double of what you worth.
Cash.
Man, I give you $200 billion for your company. Who wouldn't fucking say yes, nigga?
I don't think Sony would.
200 billion.
You know,
hell no. You're gonna make that over time.
Let's go down the rabbit. No, because that would be a smart investment though. Because then you have the whole.
But at that point, I hold that for $1 trillion.
You have the whole market sewed up.
I hold that for $1 trillion.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it then at that point. You might as well keep it the way it is. If that's the case.
Wait for them motherfuckers to be worth $3 trillion.
They're not.
And then they're gonna come and give. Oh,
Microsoft isn't
Microsoft
Sony.
About to get there.
I mean, Sony's not Microsoft. That's what I mean.
About to get worth.
Oh no, they're gonna be worth. I think Microsoft's gonna be worth quite a few
$3 trillion. I think they can tap 3
easy
with this shit. With the way they doing shit,
bruh. If they hit 200 million people on cell phones,
Game Pass, fuck a cell phone.
That's what I mean though.
Month to month.
Everybody's
200 million people paying you $20 a month.
Phones are only getting better. Phones are getting better.
You telling me they can't be worth, man?
Bruh, I'm telling you. There's some scary things. There's some scary things that y'all are under expecting, man. Like
that shit might turn into a monopoly, boy. We gonna have to goddamn need.
They're not gonna need.
Yes, it is because they already talking about putting Game Pass on Nintendo Switch. I seen an article about that.
Yeah, but I mean, why not?
Exactly. So
it's not monopoly. You still got Nintendo.
That's a real monopoly because at the end of the day, I say monopoly because nobody's gonna fuck with Nintendo. You can't fuck. That's his own gaming lane. Nobody can.
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft will. This will be Microsoft will be fucking with literally fucking with Nintendo because
I mean fucking with them, but they're not about to take none of them people away.
You know,
they're not about to affect Nintendo numbers.
You know how great that is. Because Nintendo people, you're still gonna have to be on Nintendo to play those Nintendo games. You have to have a Nintendo to play those games.
But if you want to play Xbox games,
it's right there too.
Deb, and guess what? That helps me out because that was one reason why I don't want to switch or a Nintendo shit.
I'll get a Switch just because if that's the case.
It's too many. Thank you. It's too many different games for me. I got Xbox. I got PlayStation.
Why spend a band for another good phone when I can spend $3 and get a Switch?
You could.
The guy that has Xbox on it, and I can play Nintendo games, Smash. Because I fuck with Smash.
And don't make that shit small and sleek like how I like shit.
That shit.
So I got Game Pass on that, and I can play Smash Brothers and shit with the Jits. Man, hell yeah. Xbox, that's on some Monopoly shit because they're tapping into a lane that ain't even theirs. They getting some bread or they getting their shit over there and they running everything else.
Right.
That's like a 6-lane interstate. We hogging all 5 and we leave 1 lane for our partners.
Facts.
And we smashing all the other lanes. Ain't nobody getting in these other ones. That 1 lane over there, that's my nigga. I ain't getting in that. I'm tapping that when I need to.
Right.
But he ain't gonna get over here. But I'm swinging all of them. He know that. But
right.
We good. We gotta understand.
Right.
Man, Sony better think about them cars. Because that's over with value wise. Because now you're not offering value no more. And when people start to realize you're not offering them value, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Everybody then gonna be like, shit, man, I had no choice but to go to goddamn Xbox.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah.
There was a brand new one, brand new PS4, 400. There was an Xbox brand new one, 300. Shit. And it came with 200 games.
Shit. Why not?
That little nigga happy.
Shit. That's exactly how it's gonna go too.
That's how it's gonna go, and they gonna get so many sales off of just that shit. So, and imagine how many more scenarios there are.
Wait for them just to keep pitching it more. Have you seen that Power of Your Dreams trailer?
Nah,
that shit. That's some trippy high shit. But
I ain't seen that shit. I might watch it.
They talk to you in that shit.
For real?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna check that shit out. But
yeah, man.
But I still can see like only way I can see Sony accepting either a second fiddle or getting just just becoming a old named and becoming a meme, I should say. That car got a hit.
That car got to come stupid,
and they need to innovate. That got to be the reason why they shit ain't innovative like it is, because they're about to fuck around and link VR with that car and a PS5, nigga. Now you talking? All right. That's why you ain't been saying shit, because you coming out the woodworks with shit.
Yeah.
Which is typically how, you know what I'm saying, them Asians and Chinese over there do it. They hit you, they usually come correct, I should say.
Yeah, come correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is Microsoft, you know what I'm saying? USA's equipped, China, you know what I mean? Smart who's versus smart, you know what I mean? You remember back in the day.
I mean, it's a big deal.
We wasn't considered smart people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was always five years ahead of us and shit like that. So niggas forget about that battle too.
Nah, it's a fact.
Which is a lot of people don't even know that was a real battle.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of niggas went to Xbox, because we was over here anyway. We like, well, man, what you saying, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This bitch hidden. You know, you got me fucked up, but
that also was cool.
USA. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, them niggas made us gang bang. Them niggas made us bang out this shit, this red, white, and blue shit. But that's because they were calling us dumb. You know what I'm saying? They was 5 years ahead of us and all this type of shit. Yeah. So it started from that.
Yeah.
Which is why
on some crazy shit. There was a kind of situation back then like that.
Yeah. We're 5 years ahead of, you know, China used to say they were 5 years ahead of, and they were, nigga. Let's keep it 100. They was. Hey, their tech was always better.
Their PlayStation 2 was out for like 17 years.
Let's keep it real.
Like. That's what it feel like. It feel like that bitch went out for forever.
Niggas still pop that bitch off. Play NBA Street.
They're like,
I'm telling you, niggas in the hood still popping that bitch in and running it.
Yo.
PS2 is still pumping to this day in 2020 in the hood. Believe that. Down here in Nakerville, USA. I got a
yeah, that's what makes Sony great, man. It's part of the problem.
I got PS2 right here. I ain't playing. Look at that with the memory card, nigga. It's for real. Don't say I ain't about this shit.
That's a fact.
But I say that.
It's a fact. Yeah, man, it's petty.
Yeah, I got a fucking PS2. Yeah,
exactly.
Them niggas was 5 years ahead of us. I think they might have been 10, because for a minute they was running shit. Yeah, that's why everything came from China, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everything came from China, nigga. So when the Microsoft came out, niggas was happy something from the US was actually worth copping and was good.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's why niggas, I switched over to fucking Xbox. Holy shit, something from the land bumping, nigga. We out here, nigga. Red, white, and blue, nigga. USA.
He won't.
You know what I'm saying?
He won't.
USA. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny as fuck.
So that's where that shit originally came from. Niggas forget about that.
Yeah.
Or y'all were just caught up in the hype, caught up in the win.
Yeah.
That's what I like. A lot of niggas just be arguing and shit and don't really know the real argument.
Hey, let us know in the comments.
Shit, my cousin said that shit was straight. Oh, ultimately that was your argument. Your cousin's opinion.
I mean, that's the way it's always been. That's what goes on today.
Nah.
People listen to one person.
Yeah.
Can't listen to one person and be like, oh yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
You know what? You're a nigga.
You'll argue with that motherfucker for a whole hour just to find out his facts was from another nigga's mouth.
And they might not even be facts.
And he
might have misunderstood.
Just talking. No, he might be talking. That's just his fucking opinion.
Yeah, fact.
That don't make it a fucking fact.
No, that's a fact.
God damn, look at the fly.
Yeah.
When you live in Nakerville, USA, you deal with flies. You understand me?
It's just, live in Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? Nakerville, Florida. Nakerville, Florida.
I'm Lanaker James, by the way. I'm late as fuck, boy. We in this bitch for about 2 hours, my boy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, nigga.
What time it is?
7.
Oh, I got a giddy. All right.
It's
Well,
late.
Yeah, because we gotta get dinner set up and everything.
But yeah, that's good though, man. That's a good way to end it. My head stop hurting towards the
Oh,
end.
for real?
Yeah, my head hurt.
And it's good though. That's good though, because we powered through it.
Yeah, bro, my head was hurting.
Nah, I mean, we powered through it. I wanted, you know what I'm
Kicked
saying?
in.
I wanted to make sure that you were straight. I mean, I wasn't trying to pound it too hard. I think, I think it worked out for the better. It's all good.
Word.
So, hey, I appreciate y'all for
Stay
tuning in.
tuned, man. We're gonna be going live this week throughout the week. Be
Thanks.
posting it,
Thanks.
all of that.
Hey, and
Gameplay, smacking shit. We Nakers taking over. You dig?
peace. Yeah, man, and just to kind of update y'all on what we about to have going on. Right now, we get together when we start doing this, when we do our podcast shit.
Yeah.
But we're about to start doing things more through Discord, just in case if we want to get some more people in, or it just fits the situation that we got going on a little better. So I'll be at my actual station, getting it on, talking to y'all live, raw and uncut. You know how I get down. Your boy Still Rain. Check me out on YouTube.
Yeah.
On Twitter, all that, man. I Still Rain. The T is a 7.
Yeah.
And just stay tuned, man. It is what it is. This is the Lucrative Podcast, man. I greatly appreciate everybody who was able to tune in and those who will tune in for tuning in, man. And again, man, hop in them comments, holler at us, see what's going on. And I'm gonna constantly try to push this shit out. I should have hit it up with Snapchat and shit. That's what I made my Snapchat for, but it what it is. But anyway, we here with it, man. We just trust the process. We in the process. It's just staying consistent. Coming live, raw and uncut, man. Yeah. Still Rain out, baby.
Wow.